India's leading auto tech platform.
Disrupting the used vehicle space, putting tech at the forefront.
Hello and welcome to Brandturks, and today we're celebrating the remarkable success of SheerDrive. And today I have one dynamic leader with me, Ravi Mehra, who's the founder and CEO of SheerDrive. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you, Sonia. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
Let me begin by applauding you and your team. You've built a fantastic company and won many awards.
Thank you, Sonia. Yes, we're in the process of getting there. We haven't got there yet. Yes, but we're in that journey. Yes.
So you're spearheading the revolution.
We would leading from the front, but it'll take a lot more than just us. It'll take a lot of players in the market to help us get us to this next level of being, a Viksit Bharat, so to speak.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of buzz around SheerDrive. So what is it all about? What makes it special, and what is the USP?
So primarily we're an auto tech company that's putting tech at the forefront in the way we want to disrupt the current used vehicle space in the country. We run 3 brands, okay, to give you an idea. The first one is called SheerDrive VR, which is an absolute world-class enterprise solution product that we're primarily giving to manufacturers in the country. To primarily help them deal with their pre-owned vehicles programs a little better. It's state of the art. It's seen over 800 crores worth of transactions, evaluations of roughly close to 300,000, 25,000 odd vehicles have transacted through that platform already. So absolute path-picking, world-class, very easy to use system, and uses heavy AI/ML. The second product is SheerDrive Pro, which is our B2B auction platform. This country has close to 12 different auction companies that provide for businesses to sell their vehicles to used vehicle dealers across the country. We're one of them. What makes us different there is that we have a tech stack that's unmatched at the moment. Our product is new age. It has the ability for you to engage with it, whether you're a seller or a buyer, at levels that don't exist currently. We're using tech there to create the differentiator that we have. The third piece is the OTOBIDS piece, which is a recent acquisition that we made. But what we've done there is something very dramatic. We've understood the need for the market saying, is this the last available price? That's what a seller's constant response is. Is this the last available price? Can I get something higher for this? Which is a classic vehicle seller's problem. And we looked at that problem and said, is there a way in which we could get the strength of all these different auction platforms and bring it together as one utopian interface, which connects all of them together and seamlessly gets them, real-time pricing feedback, real-time. And in that, give the sellers the best possible price, give the auction companies a transparent understanding for what the current highest price available in the market is, let them know that they have the ability now to influence that price by driving their bidders to get better values on their own platforms. And the third one, of course, is to get bidders the ability to being loyal or, choosing which platform they want to bid with, knowing that they have access to the entire marketplace information. And that's really, really transparent. So I think those are the 3 companies, that we run, the 3 brands that we run. OTOBIDS, of course, is a separate entity altogether. But it's one of the brands that we run. Yes.
Wonderful. So you've earlier spoken about various tech solutions like VIAR and many others. So what makes OTOBIDS special?
I think it's a product for which we filed a global patent. So it's probably the first in the world. We are giving you live pricing feedback across multiple marketplaces and getting marketplaces to, correct those prices so that they can, improve their chances of getting a transaction. And I think what it also is doing, Sonia, which is extremely important to understand, is that it's building currently a layer of putting the doubt to rest whether or not this is the right price at which I'm selling my vehicles. So that goes away totally. And as long as that exists, the current issues which plague the Indian vehicle marketplace about constantly going non-digital to find the right price will not go away. You'll never be able to digitize and get to the Viksit Bharat states that we want to. So I think this is extremely important of putting that doubt to rest. So I think that's where it's different. It's new, it's disruptive. That's what I think we are. We're different. We're a little different there.
It's a humongous task.
Oh, it is. We're taking small but steady steps towards getting to our goal of digitizing this entire Indian auto tech space. Yeah.
So how are you ensuring the platform is transparent and fair? And how about the data security?
I think that's a great question. I keep saying this to my team that you have to be transparent to build trust. And only when you build trust can you get price.
Exactly.
Such is the nature of, the way the markets usually are. And I think what we've done there is 5 things primarily. The first thing that we've done is that don't run this in-house. It's a white label platform that sits in the seller's environment. Okay. That makes it, arm's length away. The second thing that we do is when we provide for this technology in which we push pricing and also pull pricing from other auction companies, we don't ask for their bidder details. We don't ask them who the current bidder on their platform is. We just want the price. So I think that's important. The second thing is that we've gone ahead and given the auction portals the ability to call for this price whenever they feel they need to call for it. That is brilliant because the issue of transparency in an auction company can come from the point that you told portal A what the price is, but you didn't tell portal B. But we're not saying that. We're giving you this API. You could call it as many number of times, keeping the fair policy usage in mind. But we'll give you the price and we'll let you know what the highest price is. So that's point number 3. Point number 4 is you take this price and use it the way you want to. We've not, really gone ahead and encumbered the auction portals from the perspective of, using this price only in a certain way. You could use it any way you want. It's your platform, it's your operations. So you have complete fairness and complete, freedom to how you want to integrate this price. Where do you want to show it to your bidder? When do you show it? When don't you show it? It's all up to you. We don't want to control the operations of the auction companies. Their policies, their processes, their operations is all up to them. So this is important. These 5 things are extremely important. Keeping it really, really, at arm's length, making sure it's in the client's environment, making sure that, you're giving people the ease of use of whenever they want to use it, letting them go out there and do whatever they want to with that API, giving them the freedom and the flexibility of how and, they want to show it to their bidder on their front ends or their back ends and whatever. Not trying to control their policies, their processes or their bidders, anonymizing the bidder details. I don't need those. So I think these are the 5 most important elements of it. These are
So you're beautifully navigating the complexities.
It is, like I said, small but steady steps getting there. I think that's what we're trying to do right now. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So you're operating the aggregator platform on one end and auction on the other end. So how's been the industry response, your competitors and your...
So that's a great thing. So look, sellers understand it quite seamlessly because they understand that it's transparent. They understand that, it's in their environment. They understand the fact that, you're trying to get them to achieve their goals of getting better prices for their vehicles. You are digitizing the whole operations, which gets a big compliance tick mark from them. They don't need people managing these processes. It's just one guy who can manage the whole thing end to end. No need for having, multiple reports firing around here and there. Click of a button, you see a consolidated report across all auction companies. So I think they get it, first time. Bidders also get it because I think buyers understand the fact that, I have access to now pricing which is easily available. And I don't need to go to have multiple auction, subscriptions with me. I can be at one. It's a level playing ground straight away. I get to see the price. I think problem sometimes comes when you're an auction company because you all of a sudden getting to feel that this is very disruptive. It's very different. You don't know what this is.
There might be conflict.
So and they may think that these guys also run an auction platform. But I think it's important to understand where the conflict can come from. The conflict can only come from if I have undue advantage of getting your bidder access, which you otherwise would want to keep protected. I don't have that.
Yes.
The second thing is I restrict the access to how you can go out there and get the pricing feedback on what the current highest prevailing price on the platform is. We've given you that access. The undue advantage can come from me telling you, okay, I'll give you this price, but you cannot show it to your bidders. You need to see it only in your backend, which is again incorrect. So I think initially there were these issues, but I think in the long run, I think most auction platforms will have to get cognizance of the fact that the market is evolving. Their proposition of I control this bidder and I have an influence on my bidders is not going to be the long-term goal. That influence cannot come from a legacy of a brand that you've created or the tenure of how old your company is in this space. It needs to come from the fact that you're providing value-added services that make your services different from others. It's the way you engage with your bidders. It's your ability to provide them services and set standards internally which others don't have. And I think that's going to be critical. And that's when everyone starts, stretching an extra mile. That's when everyone does a little bit more. And that's when, when everyone does a little bit more, you as a industry do a lot more better. Absolutely. I think that's important.
That's
so
a
I think,
wonderful.
Yeah, I think that's important. Yeah.
It's wonderful value proposition.
Thank you. All
right. So, what's the future outlook of the industry?
The future outlook of the industry, I think, Sonia, is it's exciting. Honestly, if you ask me, I love what's happening. I love the fact that digitization is leapfrogging. I love the fact that people are getting now pushed to reinvent how they currently run their businesses. I love the way AI is coming and disrupting things. I love the way how people who thought they, had weight on the table because of them being who they were are now questioning whether, just being at the table is enough, or you use technology that's going to become the differentiator. So I think the future is fantastic. Auction companies will have to reinvent themselves. They will have to go out there and provide for services like financing their current bidders to buy more vehicles, grading them to better understand their buying preferences, providing them services with respect to helping them close their transactions and sell their vehicles faster. As against to just providing a platform where people come and list vehicles and you come and bid, and then there's a report that gets churned out and someone calls you and says, yeah, guess what, you won, congratulations, pay. That I think is passé now. It's gone. I think that's going to just go away. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of disruption, but it'll all go in the right way. It'll go a long way in helping us as a country as well as an industry to get to its next level. I think it's promising. I love it. Because you don't know what it's going to finish at. So I think that's even more interesting. So I like that as well.
Excellent, Ravi. You are changing the entire game altogether.
No, actually we're not, to be honest, Sonia. I think that's an important element to add here. We are just one of the players that is trying to do this. And I think it's imperative that the market wakes up to the fact that the world around them is changing. I mean, people's jobs are getting replaced. The last thing we want to try and look at is, boss, how are we changing the way we service our existing customers? Sure. I think that should be paramount now. So I think, a lot is changing. Yes, we would like to believe that we are on that path in which we are getting this change and leading it from the front. But like I said, it's going to take a lot more players than just SheerDrive to do this. Yeah.
That's wonderful. So let me shift the gears and ask you a fun element question. Which is your favorite song based on the car?
It has to be Babu Samjho Ishare Horan Pukare Pum Pum Pum. I don't know. And I'm a huge Kishore Kumar fan. It brings back memories of me seeing this movie with my dad and my grandfather. So I think that just comes.
I can see the glitter in your eyes.
Yeah, it is. It just comes very, very naturally to me. Yeah.
So how do you define OTOBIDS in 5 words?
OTOBIDS in 5 words. The last offered realizable value. That is OTOBIDS. It's the last point to what prices available is in the market. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you, Ravi, and wish you a thrilling journey ahead.
Thank you so much, Sonia, for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Likewise. Thank you so much.